And I love you guys. I love you guys. I love every single one of you. And that's why we need a president directly out of we the people. Hey, it doesn't have to be me. I'm willing. I'm willing to take that enormous, enormous, enormous challenge, which is rising from zero to president of the greatest country in the world, the greatest nation, the greatest democracy ever created, built on Native American values, built on Christian values, built on Greek values, built on the intelligence of the time that they put together a document to grow with us. And the three words that they put bigger than everything else was not a sentence starter, was not to make the document look pretty. It was because they knew that the power and strength would be in we the people. They put those three words bigger for a reason. The reason that they want to gloss over. The reason that they are fighting every day to take away that power from you. Because Missouri has already taken the power away from the people. The people can vote for everything, anything they want. Doesn't matter. And now they're going even further. Now they're raising the threshold. So if Missourians get enough signatures to do something that they want, that we the people want, that the people of Missouri want, they can't just get a majority. They have to get every county to get a full majority, to just get things to be voted on by the people, because they don't want democracy, they want dictatorship. And some of us older, wiser people, we've seen it before. We warned you about it. Last time it happened wasn't that far away. Not that far from American shores, not that long ago, when the last group of morons, MyHeritage, followed a slimy, Russian-admiring politician, a Russian ass licker, and lost their country, their freedom, and 66 plus years later, long after the dictator has been dead and buried, the autocratic dictatorship continues, because they've been sold the bag of goods that Cuba is communist, that Cuba is socialist. Bullshit. There is no social development in Cuba. There is no communal development in Cuba. Cuba's an autocratic dictatorship. What my grandfather used to call la ley del embudo, the law of the funnel, wide at the top, narrow at the bottom, and now they're choking off that little bit that's dripping out at the bottom. So it's going to take we the people. There is nobody in Washington today who can change the path of this nation into the democratic nation based on freedom that the founding fathers envisioned. They're all complicit, both sides. Both sides. Because the American presidency is purchased, is bought. We don't elect presidents. We have the illusion that we elect them. Let me see over here. Selfish Pro says Republican registration is up, Dems losing. Of course, because ignorance and hatred is up. That is not a surprising stat. That is not an enlightening fact. When ignorance and hatred is funneled and fueled, Republican grows. The party of ignorance and hatred, in the golden age of ignorance and hatred, is going to get boost in registration. And where is this? In Arizona, 3 points in Nevada, 6 points in North Carolina. You're talking about ignorance. These places that have been relentlessly destroying education for decades upon decades, alongside white Christian churches preaching ignorance and hatred as Christian godliness, created this generation, this epidemic of ignorance and hatred. So I don't give a fuck about Republican registrations. I don't give a fuck about Democratic registration. I'm not either of them. I'm an American. I don't give a fuck about your beta boy bitch barking, because that's what that is. Oh, registrations are high for Republicans. That's barking. That's beta boy bitch barking. What are you doing? I'm trying to tell you that I want to be your president. I have the cojones to stand up here, a brown, poor, marginally intelligent, marginally successful, marginally educated, marginally successful man, telling you that I want to be your next president, your best president, because I will be the first president to directly represent each and every one of you by DNA. Because my blood proves that I'm white, black, Latino, Native, European, African, Central American, South American, Middle Eastern, Iberian. I am you. I am the American people. But here's the problem. And here's the problem, that a lot of you do not want a president to make your life better. We've seen it. We're seeing it. Some of you are enjoying young teenage girls being attacked on the street by masked, armed men. You enjoy that because you've given up. You didn't want a president to make your life better. You wanted a president to make the lives of others worse. That's what you wanted. That's what you voted for. And I can tell you that I understand you're probably not going to support someone who's about freedom, about democracy, about fairness, about equality, about diversity that God put into everything. Because the healthiest ecosystems on the planet are all healthy because of their diversity. Be it a river, a stream, an ocean, a forest, a stream, a drop of water. Its diversity is what makes it stronger. So if you think that an army that only speaks English in a global world that speaks hundreds of languages is a strength, you're a fucking moron.